Well, I wanted the people involved in the story to tell the story. I wanted it to be their story, not only, everyone, the victims, the accusers. What would make you do a thing like that, or say a thing like that if it wasn't true? And if it was true, what happened? Hello, I'm Deb Noyes, and I'm the author of An Outbreak of Witchcraft, which is a graphic novel about the Salem witch trials of 1692. My first book was published in 2001. So I've been publishing for a while, but I was writing long before that as a kid even. So I've been writing my whole life. And this book is my first graphic novel, and it was illustrated by a fabulous artist named M. Duffy. I don't know if you can see that. They did a fabulous job, and I'm just so excited about it because it's my first. I've edited graphic novels in the past, but I've never written one. So this is my first. So I had a wonderful time writing it. It was a very intense topic. It's obviously about the Salem witch trials of 1692. 20 innocent people lost their lives as a result of the trials and for being accused of witchcraft. And the proof was very strange. It was really just, they were often using spectral evidence as proof. So in other words, things that we can't see, invisible things, things that, certain accusers said they saw. So this is how the trial progressed for the most part and how it became so widespread. And there was a lot of gossip and a lot of, hearsay and things that spread very quickly and made it into a much bigger crisis and trauma than it really should have been. It shouldn't have been one at all, but it was extremely, it spread extremely quickly. So that was part of the thing that I discovered writing this book, is just how quickly it spread. Well, it's mainly based on the trial transcripts, the actual transcripts from the trials, which, luckily for historians exist pretty much in their entirety. There's a wonderful database at the University of Virginia, the Salem Witch Trials documentary archive at the University of Virginia, but it has all of the transcripts, so you can actually go in there and read who said what. And my job was to go in and sort this massive amount of information into, first of all, decide on the characters I was going to work with. There were very many characters in the story. Adapt the language so that it would be accessible to modern readers, because obviously people didn't speak the same way then. And they didn't spell the same way then. So it was a little bit hard sometimes to even tell which character we were talking about, because people would spell their names, myriad ways. Well, I wanted the people involved in the story to tell the story. I wanted it to be their story, not only, everyone, the victims, the accusers. What would make you do a thing like that, or say a thing like that if it wasn't true? And if it was true, what happened? What is the mystery behind these events? Oh, wow. Well, that's a big one. I think in two very different ways. In my life, as starting as a child, they were very much a refuge. I was a shy kid, a very curious kid. It was a place for me to go. You think of Narnia with the wardrobe. You could open the wardrobe and go through. And for me, it was always that place, but you could go all sorts of places through that wardrobe, not just to Narnia. It was amazing, to be able to travel through time, into science fiction and suspense, and to be scared and all of that good stuff, but to be in this one space, so it was a magical place for me, and it still is. And now I think it's still a refuge, but it's more of a refuge from the noise and clamor of the world out there. I mean, we live in a very noisy world where so much is, coming at us at any given moment, from online and from our lives. And it's nice to be able to go into a really deeply quiet space and a respectful space where you can just think. And a writer needs to think. So that's why I love libraries.